On the personality profile, Mr. Terry Eichas. We'll have that for you right after this message.
Now y'all just know this is the mighty Mississippi. Don't you now?
Surprise! Every place you see here is in New York State, because New York has more to see and do than most countries. Call for a free vacation guide that shows you where everything is.
Now let's head for Old Dixie.
Welcome back to the Inside Track. Time now for the personality profile. And my guest, one of the leading drivers at Monticello Raceway, Mr. Terry Eichas. Welcome to the Inside Track, Terry.
Thank you, Gary.
I'd like to talk about your uniform, your outfit for a second. You have a big E. The color combination is yellow, red, and black for all those, of course, who don't have color televisions. Is this different, having your initial on your outfit?
Well, the initial's not different. The pattern I chose many years ago when I picked my colors out is a little different. It came originally from the thoroughbred people who like to wear big circles with their initial in it because they can see it a long ways across the track. On the half-mile races, you sit a little closer and you can see.
It looks like Superman. You have a big S there, as a matter of fact.
Actually, some people think I'm a vision test.
No laughing in the background by John Manzi, of course. Let's go to your racing. Enough with your uniform. Let's go to your racing. 1979, you had an excellent year at Monticello. You were in the top 5 in percentage, top 5 in wins. You had 64 wins. But in 1980, you went down to 39 wins. I don't want to dwell on the negative, but what was some of the reasons for that?
What happened? I think I brought the same horses back from 1979, and they were tired to the mountain air. Basically, the horses I had raced in 1979 were in much better condition, much better quality horses. In 1980, we had several bad cases of broken bones and lameness, and not the best quality stock that could be had.
Now, we had talked a couple weeks ago about this situation from 79 to 80, and we were discussing the mental aspect of going out onto the track and just knowing that you were going to give it your best, but that your horses just didn't have it. It was almost a self-defeating proposition.
Yeah, sometimes you go the gate beat. You know, you read a program through and you just know that you're 2 seconds poorer than anybody in the race. That's 10 lengths, and you just can't make up 10 lengths, no matter how you drive it.
So how'd you regroup after that? Not for you, not a good season at Monticello in 1980.
Well, when I went south, I had sold quite a few of the horses that we had raced during Monticello, and lowered the claiming prices on anything that could be lowered. And basically, we got rid of most of the cheaper horses. I came back. At one point, was down to 4 horses during the winter. Started slowly recovering. I've got up to 13 horses now, and hopefully we'll have a little better season this year.
What was the maximum amount in your stable at any one time?
At one time, I had 32 horses.
Now, you told me that at the end of the winter meet in Pompano that you were doing quite well, and it just carried over into the beginning of the 1981 season at Monticello.
Right. In Pompano, I had claimed, probably 3 or 4 horses. They all did quite well, and it did carry over. Thank goodness. When we come into Monticello, we won the first few races that we were in.
What we're going to do is take a look at one of your races from Thursday, June 11th, with Essie Icus. First of all, tell us a little bit about this horse, and then we'll analyze the race before we take a look at the race.
Okay. Essie Icus was claimed in January of 1981 in Pompano, and Essie is known as Essie Icus because he is the poorest claim I've ever made. He's now become quite a star of the barn. His form has changed quite a bit since we've claimed him, and probably because we found that he likes to race in front, and he's now become a front runner.
Now, in the last 3 races, the horse came in second, and first. In this race, you were coming out of the 7-hole. Did that present any problems for you?
It gives you no choice. Icky likes the front. He has to go the front. If he does not get the front, he's usually not much contention in the race.
The Peter Parolari style of driving,
right.
Go right to the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the race, and you'll analyze the race as the people take a look at it on the monitor. So let's set the stage. Thursday, June 11th, race number 10. Let's look at the monitor, and Terry Eichas will analyze Essie Icus.
Along the rail, the middle of the track on his slide. Going into the first
Eki does not leave fast, but he has to go to the front. I could not take the 2-hole, even though I think Eddie Taylor would have liked me sitting back there, as he has to be in front anytime he's been in behind horses, he does not perform at his best.
So you got out of the gate fairly well in this race.
Good for him. We're going a lot faster here than I'd like to go. The first quarter means quite a lot to this horse. We went over the quarter, I believe, in 31/5. 31 seconds is great for Eckie, but not always. You don't always go that slow.
And as the people can see on their screens, those numbers correspond to the horses in the race. You are the 7 horse, and you are in front at this time.
I am in front. And at this point, I'm just trying to slow down and just give him a little bit of a breather. Nobody was out and challenging me too quickly this particular night. We did get to the half at a 1-1. I'm not sure the exact
1 and 2/5.
1 and 1 and 2, and it's comfortable for him.
Now, at this point in the race, does your horse have enough to win the race? Can you tell if he has enough to win the race?
He never really gives up. The only thing that really beats him from this point on is a horse with a fast brush. And
what does that mean for those people?
Okay, for people that don't understand, a horse that can make a fast dash at the wire in the last few feet.
Now we're going to the 3/4, 132 and 4/5, and you're still in front.
I'm still in front, and this helped when Eddie pulled out of the 2-hole. He stalled traffic a little bit, which was fortunate for me. It gave me still a little bit more of a breather. From the 3/4 pole on, we're going all we can go.
Are you confident now?
No.
You're not confident, but let's go now to Jerry Glantz, and he'll tell the people that you won the race.
Now they turn for home. Essie Icus with the lead. Weekend Glenfern along the rail with Marlou Rose. That's Essie Icus with the lead. Weekend Glenfern, Marlou Rose in good mood in the outside. Essie Icus in front.
Essie Icus 204 and 4/5, and even though you weren't confident, you had enough to hold on and win the race.
Right. Good Mood, who is the horse that finished second, was making a real strong attempt at the end, and we were luckily able to hold him off.
And we had a good race to show the people, a winning race as opposed to a losing race. One thing I wanted to touch on briefly, besides being a driver and a trainer, you're also a licensed real estate salesman in Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
How do you mix the two?
How do I mix the two? Last year, looking for something other than horses. Horses are fun, and it's a career. But I was looking for something else, and went back to school and took the real estate course, and am now a licensed real estate salesman. And I'm a third owner of a real estate office in Fort Lauderdale. And it is exciting. It's a little different. And it does take up the afternoons where I could be taking a nap, perhaps. But I enjoy it. And we deal with a lot of different people, and sometimes handle horse people also, and accommodating them with a home in Fort Lauderdale.
So besides buying and selling horses, now you also try to get people to buy and sell land.
Right.
And the two can mix.
Yes, they can.
Thanks a lot, Terry.
Thank you, Gary.
Mr. Terry Eichas, my very informative guest on the Personality Profile. Coming up next, the man who talks through the haze, the professor himself, Mr. John Manzi.